This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Tuesday, July 28th, 2026. I'm Alex Brown. After years of fundraising and advocacy, officials have secured the full $14.4 million needed to restore the Whitewater Canal Historic Site in Metamora. Indiana State Museum and Historic Sites President and CEO Kathy Furry said the project's success was made possible by the community's commitment to preserving the site.
This historic site is a centerpiece for this community, and we are really lucky to have them all be so dedicated and willing to go the extra mile and take the extra time to do all those things that you need in order for people to understand just how important something is.
She said the next step will be updating engineering studies and construction plans before putting the work out for bid, with the goal of completing the project around summer 2028. Kratos Defense and Security Solutions has completed construction of its $50 million Indiana Payload Integration Facility at the Westgate at Crane Technology Park in Odon ahead of schedule. The facility is designed to provide advanced manufacturing, integration, and testing of experimental hypersonic payloads and is expected to ultimately employ more than 100 people. The board of directors for Converse-based First Farmers Financial Corporation has selected Matthew Maher to become president of First Farmers Bank and Trust at the beginning of the new year. Maher currently serves as executive vice president and Hamilton County market president for the bank. He will succeed Mark Hill, who will remain as the bank's CEO. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
West Central Indiana is essential to Indiana's future. Join IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the state of Indiana to explore regional growth Thursday, August 13th in Terre Haute for Innovate West Central Indiana, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Featuring Governor Mike Braun and business and community leaders, join us at the Indiana State University Holman Center Thursday, August 13th in Terre Haute. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate.
A new survey shows healthcare employers across northern Indiana have about 1,000 open positions and expect to hire more than 1,600 additional workers over the next 1 to 2 years. IIB's Aubriana Herron has more.
The inaugural workforce survey conducted by the Health Talent Alliance of Northern Indiana was completed by major healthcare employers in the region and found participating organizations employ more than 8,000 healthcare professionals. Employers expect to add workers through both new positions and replacement hiring during the next 12 to 24 months. Registered nurses remain the region's biggest workforce need. Survey participants employ more than 4,000 registered nurses and report nearly 500 vacancies. Employers expect to create more than 700 new registered nurse positions and replace more than 300 over the next 2 years. The survey included responses from Beacon Health System, St. Joseph Health System, Goshen Health, the South Bend Clinic, Oaklawn, and Center for Hospice Care. The Alliance will present the full survey results during the Community Partner event on August 13th. Formed in 2022 and led by the South Bend Regional Chamber, the Alliance brings together educators, employers, and community organizations to address shortages of nurses and other healthcare professionals across northern Indiana. Aubriana Herron, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Indiana Historical Society has cut 11 positions as part of a reorganization that will also eliminate a high school history competition and reduce the number of staff-created exhibits. The reduction, which affected roughly 10% of the Historical Society's staff, occurred across the organization last week and included several employees who worked on education programs and exhibits. The effort is aimed at finding about $1 million a year that the organization can use to pay for the maintenance and utilities for its Eugene and Marilyn Glick Indiana History Center in downtown Indianapolis, costs that were previously covered by the state. Hancock County leaders cut the ribbon today on what they describe as a first-of-its-kind facility designed to bring together career and technical education, higher education, workforce training, and industry collaboration under one roof. Mitchell Kirk, communications director for the Hancock Economic Development Council, said the $48 million, 106,000-square-foot Amplify Hancock Innovation Center could have an impact on current and potential future business.
We work with a lot of companies that are considering starting or expanding in the area, and one of the top things on their mind is always workforce, and something like this It's a huge boost of confidence for workforce, which I think becomes a huge boost of confidence for local economy.
Amplify Hancock offers programs for high school students as well as opportunities for adult learners. The Hancock County Career Center will offer a dozen programs in fields like construction, health sciences, public safety, transportation, logistics, and advanced manufacturing. IU Indianapolis Chancellor Latha Ramchand is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.